ADA compliance is a huge thing in e-learning now. So when you are building training videos, you need to make sure that you have a way to closed caption them. We have 3 ways that you can easily closed caption your training videos with. We're gonna go through those today.
But first, we have a free masterclass for you, linked at the bottom of this video, where you will learn how to successfully build, launch, and distribute an e-learning program, an online course every single time. And we also do some key action steps with you. So go check out that free masterclass closed caption. The first thing is you gotta open the door.
We are e-learning partners, and the first thing that you can easily do to close caption your training videos is to use YouTube. So the reason why we like YouTube so much is because you can actually get your training videos closed captioned for free. For free?
For free. You can tube the U.
So if you don't want your videos to actually live on YouTube, what you can do is upload them privately. Then you're gonna go into the settings, and then you're going to edit the closed caption transcript that YouTube creates. Now it does take 24 hours for them to create it, and you do have to go in, and after you upload the video, you do have to go in and actually tell YouTube to transcribe the video.
But that's why we love YouTube. You know why? Because they, at the end of the day, make it simple. They make it really, really simple.
And it's free.
Yeah.
The rest of these you're actually gonna have to pay for. So the second one is Adobe Premier. So this is a part of the Adobe suite. We edit a lot of content on Adobe. We've been doing this for years. Premiere is the best video editing software that we have found.
Premiere is Premiere.
Adobe Premiere in the past year has actually allowed you to auto-transcribe your videos within Premiere. So what you're gonna do is you have your timeline with your video completed in it. What view you want to use Adobe in, you're gonna select captions and graphics, and then you're gonna have 3 options that pop up on the left-hand corner of your screen. Of those 3 options, one of them is gonna allow you to have Adobe transcribe your video. So you're gonna click on that option. There's a couple other settings that you can select, including which audio track you're gonna actually have Adobe transcribe. If you don't know or don't really care, then just put the mix of all the audio tracks. We do recommend that you mute your music track though, so to make sure that Adobe doesn't include any music, lyrics, or anything into that transcription. Then it's gonna be pretty quick. So once you have that, you're gonna have the transcription that you can then go into and easily edit. So make your edits. You can actually play the video while you're editing it. You can do the same thing on the YouTube transcriber and caption builder as well. But in Premiere, once you actually get the transcription edited, you can select create closed captioning. Once you select create closed captioning, Premiere is gonna lay out the closed captioning as a track in your timeline for your video, and it's gonna be cut up so that you can easily edit each piece of
sliced and diced. But remember, Premiere, you need to have moolah. You need to pay for Premiere.
That's true.
Right? This is free. Remember, this is free.
YouTube is free. Premiere does cost money, and the best way to pay for Premiere is to pay for the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite, which costs somewhere around $50 to $55 a month.
Or you can use Bitcoin.
Or you can actually pay for Premiere and only Premiere, which is gonna be somewhere in the $25 to $30 a month range.
The last closed captioning software is Rev.com. Vroom, vroom, baby. We're about to go quick, top gear.
So Rev.com is extremely simple as well. Unlike YouTube and Premiere, on Rev.com, this is what they do. All they do is transcriptions and closed captioning. So you have a couple options that you can select between on Rev.com. The most expensive option is gonna be actually having a human being transcribe or closed caption your training video. It's very expensive though. It's somewhere around $1.25 per minute of content is what you're gonna pay. The other option that Rev.com gives you is you have the ability to have an auto transcriber, and that's gonna be more around the 25-cent range. So you can either have a human or you can have a computer transcribe your video, and they call the computer transcription like a rough transcription. So this can be somewhere around 25 cents, and human is gonna be somewhere around $1.25. So it's 5 times more expensive to have a human do it, but it's obviously more accurate. This is 99% accurate. And this is, I think they marketed it at 80% accurate. So once you have these files, now you have to decide how are you going to integrate the closed captioning into your training videos? And you have 2 options. The first option is you can actually burn the closed captioning into the video. What does burn mean? This means that the closed captions live in the video forever. There is no difference between the video and the closed caption. They are literally part of your video. The second option that you have is actually having the closed caption as a separate file. So we'll call this a separate file. Now there's a lot of different formats that this separate file can be. So the most common file type for closed captioning that exists separately of your video is something called an SRT file. Now there are more file types than that, but that is the most common one. So what will happen is if you have an SRT file, is when you have that training video, you're gonna have a file for the training video, like a .mov, a .mp3, .mp4, all those different file types. You're also gonna have a .srt file.
Because we love you and you love us, we have another recommendation for you. It is the best screen capture software for your training videos. Go check it out.
And remember, we have a free masterclass for you to help you guarantee the success of your e-learning program every time. So go check that out, sign up for it below this video, and thank you for the likes and subscribe.